So here we are. It is Leap Day, which is crazy cool. I'm going to date this video. We are roughly 1 month out from Watches and Wonders 2024, which I will be going to. Elizabeth and I will be going. Oliver will be joining us this year. I've never been to Geneva with Oliver, so this should be very fun. If you guys recall last year, I came back and I did a video, and I was a little dismayed. Okay, so we're ready for this one. Watches and Wonders. I don't know if you remember, I was in a bit of a mood.
Yeah. I thought it was all the travel or something. But.
Well, and it can be. It is a grind. It is grueling. It's something I absolutely love, but it is really hard to make these little jumps over there. And then meetings.
Back to back to back.
Back to back. Yep. You're out at night with the brands, talking, doing the deals, doing that kind of stuff, and then do it again the next day. I swear that entire place runs on champagne and coffee.
Didn't you say some guy drinks like a bottle of wine or 2 bottles of wine and like does the treadmill for like a couple miles just to get prepared?
No, it was even better than that. It was Jerome Lambert years ago when he was the CEO for Jaeger. Right. He would talk about like 6 weeks out from, at that point it was Basel World.
Right.
And he would start drinking like 2 bottles of wine a night and jogging 10 miles every morning just to get in shape for this thing. And I felt that. I completely understand. But my dismay last year was about what I saw there and the brands. And I just want to go officially on the record and say I've completely softened from that. Sometimes you don't understand what's happening without perspective. And I think we saw the watches when they came out, and now we've had a full year to digest them. And some of the stuff I didn't understand, I do now. Some of the thought processes within the companies, I think I also have a better grasp on. So I'm going into this year very, very much looking forward to it. Especially, I mean, the brands we carry, of course, those are my big meetings. I want to touch a little bit today on some of the highlights that I think we're going to see from those big brands. And I want to know your perspective. I want to know what you're going to think. And so let's just kick it off. The 2 biggest brands Oliver Smith carries, Richemont brands, is going to be absolutely Cartier and Panerai. Both killed the game last year. Completely thrilled with what they came out with. So what are you hoping to see from Cartier this year?
Well, I'm a big Santos guy myself. So last year they introduced the green dial. And the year before was actually my favorite Santos, which was that blue bezel with the white or blue dial. Mine was the favorite. Mine was the white dial on that one. That was my favorite. But this year I'm hoping to see something different from the Santos line as well. Maybe a new color dial, maybe a new strap combination, something like that. But that's like one of my favorite lines, so I'd love to see something new from them.
Well, and that blue bezeled Santos was one we kind of both let slip through our fingers. We didn't realize it was going to be a one shot. It was like a 1 year.
I realized it was limited edition. I did not.
Haven't seen one come through pre-owned. We haven't seen one since, so we even had a chance to like make up for our mistake.
No, you won the blue and I won the white.
Facts, that's so absolutely. And I still love that green. They did a phenomenal job with that. And if you guys haven't seen that watch live, do yourself a favor, go out and see it.
Yeah. What do you think?
What, for this year?
Yeah.
I would like to see a little bit more of the jewelry collection. I thought they absolutely killed it with the Bangwar bangle, which we're just starting to see trickle out now. We're just starting to see the Tank American. And not to be negative, but I do think that's a problem with the industry. Like right now, we're gearing up to see what they're going to show us. And we're just now seeing the stuff from last year. So you call your client who's been like stoked all year to see this piece, like, hey, I got one in. They're like, well, let's see what's going to come out this year. It's like, dude, you're not going to see it for another year. So a little frustrating, but that's about all the rant I'm going to do on that. I think they're both brands, but particularly Cartier, as a company, has a wealth of history to pull from. They could come at you from any direction. They could reintroduce anything. What I would love to see, if you're listening, Cartier, I know it's too late, but please be listening. I don't know why. I think it's time to see the Roadster come back.
Oh.
Yep.
Bringing back the Roadster.
And that's bold because I have no inside information. It just... I've been talking to a lot of people about the Roadster. It's been kind of like on my radar a lot this past year. We've had a bunch of them come through pre-owned, and it's been discontinued just long enough that it would be very, very Cartier to see a new version of the Roadster.
They bring back the Panther.
They brought out the Panther, yep. So they'll go back to the well and kind of remake a classic, and I would really like to see the Roadster this year.
I can also see them doing something for Year of the Dragon as well, especially in their like very top of the line, like, you know, like with the jewelry piece.
There's going to be a jewelry
crazy dragon with diamonds and emerald
privy
eyes.
collection.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
I could definitely see them doing that.
The one piece I didn't get a chance to see live out in the meadow was that Tank Chinois they did last year. That enamel piece. That actually would very much tie into Year of the Dragon. If they do something along those lines, it would be super cool. What are you hoping for from Panerai?
So definitely some more Roddy mirrors, because I feel like they knocked it out of the park last year with that 40mm automatic.
It was just a love letter to vintage Panerai.
I hope they expand upon that, because it's been selling out here in store, to be honest with you. A lot of guys have really eaten that watch up. Maybe a different dial color, because I think they only came out with white, blue, and black in that first run. I would love to see like a different color from Panerai, right? Like instead of like the greens and the blues, maybe like a red, or like, I don't know, something different, right?
I'm hoping for a red or a brown.
Yes.
I've been really feeling that colorway lately.
And do something cool with the case again, like the acid wash finish or the brunetto, which is, I mean, if you haven't seen one of those in person, awesome.
Well,
awesome
and I was trepidatious about the brunetto going in, because when you try something like that, it can very easily get gimmicky. And I even told the guys at Panerai, I'm like, I'm a little nervous about this.
The hardest part about getting like a blacked out watch or anything like that is that first scratch, right? Because you get that first scratch on it. The brunetto, it already looks like it's been through a war. Like, you know what I mean? It's already kind of worn off. So you get that first scratch and you're like, oh, it just adds to the character of my watch now, right?
And they made it look natural.
Yes.
Which that's the trick. That's what I wasn't sure about. It's because we've seen the old PVD Panerais. We do a lot of secondary market Panerais, vintage stuff, World War II, whatever. And so we've seen how they wear. We've seen how that looks later on. And I think they did a great job with that. So yeah, I'd love to see more of that. Right. More E-steel, obviously. That's kind of where they're going with that. I would like to see more bracelets involved with the watch. I think that would be kind of cool.
Or do the one thing that we've been doing for a while, a gold bracelet. Right?
Oh, yeah.
If you guys don't know, we made a couple one-off gold bracelets. But yeah, so we're hoping to actually see one from Panerai this year.
Yeah, they did, and they did one on the Due, so I think that bodes well for maybe them doing one on a 44 millimeter.
A normal size Panerai
I think.
as well.
Oh, and don't forget, it is America's Cup year.
Oh, yep. We're probably going to get a PCYC or something like that.
Yeah, so they'll definitely keep an eye out for that. If you're a fan of Luna Rosa, the Prada racing team, all that stuff, Panerai is deeply involved with America's Cup, and expect a lot of stuff there. What I like about that, too, generally speaking, after Watches and Wonders, there's this gap. And at best, we start to see stuff at like the end of August, maybe into the fall. The races go on during the summer.
Oh, that's right.
So you will probably see releases from Panerai during the summer.
Yep.
I think that's a pretty safe bet. But man, I'm excited to go this year.
I know.
I was trepidatious, last year, and like I said, kind of came back into funk, and I apologize for that. That's usually not our MO here. But I'm really excited to go. I'm taking a lot of meetings.
Oh yeah.
I'm meeting with a lot of brands we don't carry. I think for a lot of us in the industry, we're looking at independent brands a lot. I think that's where a lot of really interesting work is being done. So I mean, with brands who, frankly, I won't pick up, and they're not going to pick me up. But I want to be on their radar. If they're looking, I want to be on a short list, because I think we do our jobs really, really well. On that note, thank you guys so much for watching. We did a little thing on the last video where we asked you to reach out and tell us where you were from. The responses were fabulous. Cool. It's wild to know that people like in India and Russia and
Ireland,
thank you, Ireland.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so cool.
We do this, and we love doing this, and we like to put ourselves as Oliver Smith out there as people you can call and ask us questions. Yep. How about drop your questions down below. Is there something you want to know? Is there something you're curious about within the watch industry? You've got two experts right here who've been doing it collectively for 30 years between the two of us. We know some stuff. So if you have questions, we have answers, or we'll at least help you find out. So please, if you have anything you want to know, drop a comment below. Thanks for watching.